So yeah, we try and profile people globally across their social and digital footprint in real time. No, we're not a spy organization, and no, we're not like Cambridge Analytica. We do everything in a safe GDPR compliant environment. And what we try to do is understand our customers better than anyone else. We've A/B tested our technology against numerous market-leading advertising agencies in the UK and the US and across the globe. And on average, we're about 200% better across all their key performance indicators. No, that's not made up. And second of all, it's down to the granularity of data that we can get to, and also down to the recommendations we make for optimal advertising criteria. So they save money and save time and action on the insights that we generate in real time. Not to be cliche, but this is an image of Steve Jobs not so long ago, telling people that we need to know our customers better than they know themselves in many ways. What Steve Jobs missed here, though, is that in the past 5 to 10 years, there's been an abundance of services which have made things very cheap and accessible, and it's almost paralyzed consumers in the amount of choice that they have. And I don't know if you both have Netflix, but when you jump on Netflix and then you realize, oh my God, there's hundreds of different options that I could watch here. What do I go for? You're kind of paralyzed by this abundance of choice. So our vision is we want to power personalization within the ad tech ecosystem. Instead of just serving you up with retargeted adverts or adverts that don't mean anything to you, we try and really understand your behavior and serve up content of what you need when you need it. So if data is the new oil, you could think of Personalyze as a refinery. What we do is we find, extract, refine, and distribute our data. We've identified over 120 different digital sources online that we can tap into to understand markets, products, consumers. We then extract that data, structure it, and clean it for us to be able to run our machine learning and AI-powered algorithms. So I'll tell you a little bit about how we do that, but I can't tell you too much because it is kind of our secret sauce. So these 120 different data sources we've classified into interests, sentiment, and metadata, okay? So interests tell us about, we normally tap into social networks, online forums, blogs, about what people are talking about, what they're interested in, and what's driving them. Sentiment, we look at online communities to understand how people feel towards a new service or product, how people feel about a new music genre or a new movie, and metadata to understand when things are being released, how many viewers they've had, how much money they're making, so on and so forth. So this is an example of our music taxonomy. So interests, we look at social media and understand where people are being interested. Sentiment, we look at things like SoundCloud, Mixcloud to understand what people are saying about new music. Metadata, we look at things like Spotify to understand what's streaming, who's streaming, and how many people are looking at it. We combine these three things in our automated pipeline to be able to understand the end-to-end flow of what a consumer wants to know and how they feel towards a product, and have they expressed an interest in this. This is another example of our film taxonomy. So again, the social elements remain pretty similar, but then we go and seek metadata from things like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, and we look at blogs and reviews and kind of sentiment towards a movie through things like Critica. So what we've done is we've built this refine, extract kind of pipeline across many different verticals in the ad tech space. So if a user has a request for something like, I have this movie, I want to find the best people to target who are going to come and watch the movie, we can throw this request at our piece of AI pipeline, and it will come back with an optimal criteria for them to be able to target that individual. So a lot of people do what we do. They don't do it very well, and we've kind of want to disrupt the way that things are working at the moment and bring our technology on the forefront. So we've built a unique taxonomy. It's taken us 2 years to build. Don't know if you guys are interested in AI or machine learning, are you? In that case, then, if you know what a training data set is, it took us 2 years to build ours, which is kind of another competitive advantage that we have. But we built this training set to be able to classify behaviors as and when they come. So we take likes and variables and features that you can get from social media, for example, or views, or any other kind of metric that we can find, but we enrich that using machine learning and NLP to understand a little bit more and classify these data sources into our taxonomy. The main thing that we want to know about consumers is understand what they're interested in, because that's what drives people at the end of the day. So we're not really here to spy on people, we're here to understand what drives them, what they're interested in, so that we can serve up content for them and save money for the advertisers. So a little bit more about our technology. We use NLP services to generate insight from text data. So things like comments, captions, blogs, online forums, search. We kind of crunch it up, ingest it using our AI pipeline, and we extract sentiment and tokenize these sort of pieces of text to understand a little bit more and generate those additional features which we can use to predict behaviors other than just going off likes or something like that. We also use machine learning to predict next steps or predict responses of behavior from users based on the features that we've generated and the features that we've extracted from the data sources. Once we've done all of that stuff, which is all very cool, we store it in our universal database in a clean and structured format, which is very easy to query, which is what makes us so fast in comparison to some of our competitors. And that's what enables us to power multiple platforms across advertising agencies without really having to do much of our own work. So our first challenge that we're tackling is advertising. This is our SaaS platform, TOPICDNA. You can see it at www.topicdna.com. We will be launching this platform in July. We've already worked with multiple media agencies in London, and we've started to expand over to the States. We want to understand people. Like I said to you before, this is the best tool that we've seen out there for you to be able to understand audiences, what's driving them, and how best to reach them. It's an automated platform. It serves multiple advertising agencies through an API or plugging in straight to their own data dashboards. It doesn't matter. We're quite flexible. These are some of the clients that we've had in the past sort of 2 to 3 years. Different clients that we've worked with all have very different interesting briefs and challenges, and we've used the insight that we've gained in each one of these briefs to build our automated AI pipeline. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much.